Dudes, I feel like I'm gonna have to be doing a take two for like every single video that I do from now on. Like it's just gonna be a thing. No idea what's going. I mean, it's usually just a blunder. It's a blunder or something else occurring that's out of my control outside. But yeah, this is take two. Welcome back to the 956 Opposition, guys. This is episode 28, and we went golden age updates on the last episode. We didn't announce it though. We did not announce our last episode. It is your boy BZ Ray, and we are lacking. We're not lacking. It's just that the whole thing with 4th of July, if y'all been keeping up with the Kerr County disaster floods, yeah, that happened right on the same day that I was recording, and I hadn't finished even editing yet because I recorded on the morning of July 4th. Then all that happened, and then some more interesting stuff happened with Elon Musk. Elon Musk wants to start his own third party, and he's got a chance for it. He's got the money. He's got the support. Donald J. Trump just dropped the ball huge time with Epstein files. So, I mean, he's got a chance, bro. He's got a real chance at starting a third party because there's obviously going to be some division within the Republican Party. There's a lot of people that came to the Republican Party in hopes of getting information out of the Epstein files. Now we're not going to get it because apparently there's no client list according to the Trump administration. Very upsetting for even me, even though Epstein list is not a big topic that I voted Republican for. I really voted Republican for the sake of my community. I live right on the border, if you all need to be reminded. Live here in South Texas, right on the border. We had a lot of people dying, a lot of car accidents, a lot of high-speed chases occurring, a lot of trafficking, a lot of drugs. A lot of stuff was happening down here. And the streets are a lot more calmer now. The highway projects are finished. We don't have congested traffic as much. I mean, we get an accident every now and then. Still, we still have some poor drivers around the area, but it's not as frequent. I mean, I got what I wanted, man. My community is doing a little bit better than it was under the Biden administration. Everything was a lot more expensive. The gas was like $3 and something cents. It's finally like $2.34. And that's not even the lowest we've ever been, but it's really good from where we were, dude. 4 years of $3 gas, dude. That was killer for some of us in the market industry where we serve multiple companies. Like I drive across the region to different stores to fill out orders for them, and dude, it could be killer when you're using your own vehicle, dude. Stuff like that, bro. The gas prices. So glad. I got what I wanted when I voted. The LGBTQ stuff, that they're touching the kitties and all that. Yeah, that shit had to go. That, man. But I mean, I once they came out and said that they were going to release the Epstein files, I was for that too, though. I was really for it. And so, like, them coming out and say that there's no client list, giving the fact that Virginia, her last name starts with a D, but this girl literally accused Prince William and settled with millions of dollars without even going to court with this guy. That's how bad it was. When they settle with millions of dollars, you got an accuser of some kind of SA situation. They did something wrong. There was Ghislaine Maxwell, who's still in federal jail. What is she in jail for? We charge her with child trafficking and all that. Child trafficking with Epstein and conspiracy and involvement. So now they're saying that Epstein doesn't have a client list and all that of rich celebrity peoples and all that. But we're going to watch this video real quick because there are some things I want to point out. Maybe you can shed some light. I did want to break down Elon Musk's third party shot. I mean, I think he really does after this Epstein ball thing. I think he really is going to garner support for some people and some Democrats too. Democrats are going to take advantage of this situation. They're going to infiltrate that third party and use it to disrupt the Trump party, the main Republican party, the party that's strong right now, making all the decisions. We have full control over the area, and we've brought more order and peace to most areas. However, we could lose that with a third party. Oof. That's real rage bait, bro. You have to have some kind of client list. Bill Clinton was accused, and Prince William for sure proven that he did it. Even his victim, Virginia, died, all of a sudden after a car accident. And she even knew she was going to die. Like, I legit believe they killed her off so she wouldn't reveal anything else about the Epstein situation. She was one of the victims speaking out. Why would Prince William settle millions of dollars with this random American girl? What involvement did he have at the island? Why is this? Why? This video right here that you're about to see apparently isn't even at the same jail, just the one that looks similar. We're getting accusations of that too. It's nothing but gaslighting.
Helps confirm
Gaslighting the American people real bad, if anything.
Notorious financier Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in his Manhattan jail cell in 2019, awaiting his sex trafficking trial. According to a memo detailing the findings, investigators found the video showed no one entering the area in the overnight hours before Epstein was found unresponsive. But perhaps the biggest bombshell, investigators say they found no incriminating client list of Epstein's, no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals, and no evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. For years, Epstein has been at the center.
A little bit of wordplay I want to talk to you. Wouldn't predicate against uncharged parties, or wouldn't incriminate uncharged parties. See, when they put out their statements, you gotta understand the FBI works in psychology. They know what to say. They know the right words, but sometimes things are still a little vague. Uncharged parties can mean, it means kind of like two things to me. It could mean the people. Uncharged third parties. A third party is like Prince William, somebody out of the country who is coming and visiting the island, or Bill Clinton, a politician, doesn't own the island or anything, but he comes in, works with Epstein to touch these kiddies, these girls, young women, and those would be considered third parties. They're uncharged. Now, Bill Clinton was accused of going to Epstein's island. And you had some women that even came out and accused him, but they weren't taking credit. Or I don't know if they settled too, like Virginia, what's her name? So the idea that they're saying uncharged third parties kind of does make sense, because Bill Clinton didn't get charged, and Prince William, I think it's Prince William. Could be Prince Andrew. Oh, man, dude, I don't even care about English royalty. We're just going to say Prince William, bro. Prince William, over there, settled. He never got charged. He settled in civil court, I believe. Or the second thing that it means to me is just the people that were never caught. The people that are never going to be caught. Because when they opened up the files, Pam Bondi opened it up, Cash Patel opened it up, and I don't think they let Bongino see it, to be honest. But I think they said they showed them and they saw there was really nothing there because it had all been erased. Maybe the FBI, prior to handing it over to the Trump administration, we're going to erase this, we're going to erase this, we're going to erase this, every lesson from it. No. We're going to make the story smaller. We're going to reduce it. Nope, it was just Epstein, and yeah, that's it. That could have happened too, man. Or it could have been like how I mentioned earlier before, how these other YouTubers are saying it's like somebody at a very high top, somebody above Trump, just came to Trump and everybody else and said, you know what, just shut up. You're not going to do nothing because this and this will happen, or they threaten their families. I am not, like I said, I am not above the idea that there's somebody even more higher than Trump in these super elitist companies, and they're capable of doing something to their families, and they just don't want nothing to happen. I'm not above it, bro. I'm not above thinking that. This is very fishy, bro. Like, Trump handpicked his own people. And it's like they're all of a sudden betraying him, and he's just having to go with it because he has no idea what to do. None of it makes sense.
Of conspiracies surrounding both his death and a rumored client list allegedly used to blackmail powerful men. Attorney General Pam Bondi, back in February, was asked if the Justice Department intended to release a list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients.
And they all look bad, bro. Bondi, Patel, Bongino, they were hyping it up. They were saying like they got hours and hours of video. And now she's just saying like, well, yeah, it just turns out that it's just this guy downloading child P, you know what I'm saying? Like, not good, man. Not good. It's not what the people wanted to hear. Like, what was Bill Clinton's involvement over there, man? Like, come on. We all know Bill Clinton on that freak shit, bro. Monica Lewinsky, man. Go Google her. I think that's her name. You know the whole story, bro. If you ain't even know what's about Bill Clinton, his Democrat sickness.
Clients, Bondi saying this.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
And just last month, while
Once again, let's go back to word on play. She was on the news. They literally asked her, have you seen anything of incrimination or something crazy? Or I don't know the specific question. She said, not yet. And that could be used, I mean, like, to now, for now situation that they're saying that there's literally no client list or anything. Now that could be used because, I mean, she wasn't seeing anything while she was going through it then. I mean, it could just be one big play, you know what I'm saying? Wordplay.
feuding with President Trump, Elon Musk posting, time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein.
Yeah. Then this happened a few weeks prior, bro. They're dropping the Epstein files and there's no client list. And then Elon went and said this during their argument. I mean, I just think it was just very bad timing. Horrible timing. Because now that they're now saying that there's no client list, this is starting to bounce off in a lot of people's heads and probably make them think very bad of Trump. But once again, let me make the point in the argument. Epstein is rumored to be an asset of the CIA or Mossad, one of those two, or both maybe. And so at any point, because Democrats were going their hardest and working with the current FBI that betrayed Trump in his first administration, I think Ray was his name, Director Ray, all his staff was against Trump, and they were in possession of the Epstein files. They had them at the time. They just had to go knock on the door of a building that had them. And they, at any point, could have redacted the information that gave away towards Bill Clinton and all other people that they want to keep secret and just make it look bad on Trump. They could have done it. You know they could have done it. I'm speaking logic to you people. These are people, highly intelligent people that edit. You can use the best technology in the world to edit your images, AI, and all that. Don't think for a second that they would not have released some type of video evidence if there was any on Trump. That is why I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I honestly think this was just a petty argument they had, and he just blurted it out because it was just an opportunistic thing to say. They really hadn't released the Epstein files yet, and Musk was kind of wanting to know what was in them. And it's just bad timing.
Files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. But Musk later deleted that post and others, saying he went too far in attacking Trump. The president saying he cut ties with Epstein nearly 2 decades ago, saying even Epstein's lawyer cleared him. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
I mean, let's be honest, bro. I mean, yeah, you could just pay that lawyer to come and say that stuff. I mean, I'm just making the case. I'm not saying that I don't trust him or anything. It's just I still go on by what I said. I mean, if he really was on there doing something bad, they would have released it already. Because they were trying their absolute hardest to take him down legally. And you know that. You all saw that in the court cases that they brought across him all over the country. They brought to him while he was on his last campaign. You all saw it. You can't deny it. If they had evidence, actual evidence, they would have brought it up in the court. But they didn't. They just brought up his tax fraud. I think it was tax fraud. Which, I mean, honestly, I think anybody would do. If they had the opportunity to do it, they would try and do it. Because who doesn't want to make a few bucks? Nobody likes taxes. Taxation is theft. Yes, I'm saying that here. And I value my life. I will never commit suicide. You believe that? You better believe it, because I will not tolerate somebody who believes that. Yes, taxation is theft. Oh man, Timcast is on right now. So those were the Epstein files, real quick. I just wanted to see a quick video on it. I mean, Elon Musk got a chance with that third party though because of this now. Because I mean, they're saying that there's no client list. Oh man, Epstein. Oh. Excuse me. Okay, apparently he wasn't murdered. I mean, CNN. We should watch it from CNN's perspective because they actually hate Trump.
Back with our law and justice lead and Elon Musk's favorite story.
I actually do want to watch the video for their angle because you know they're just gonna actually try their hardest to dig in at all the points. It's my first time seeing it right now, so I want to see what's going.
New Justice Department memo reveals that the Justice Department has no evidence that convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed powerful people or kept a client list or was murdered in prison. The memo, first reported by Axios, is a sharp turn from the Trump administration's insistence that there was much more to uncover. Even Attorney General Pam Bondi pushed that theory while in office. Take a look.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's.
We saw that already. Okay. I'm not gonna make you guys watch that again.
She was saying the entirety of all of the paperwork, all of the paper in relation to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. That's what the Attorney General was referring to, and I'll let her speak for that.
Joining us now to discuss CNN's Evan Pettis and Axios' Alex Eisenstadt, who broke the story on Axios. And Alex, I have to say, I'm with the people that still have questions about this. I kind of don't buy the nothing to see here.
And that's completely fine, dude. If you have questions, that's completely fine. This is very suspicious. Like, I totally agree. Like, I feel like there's something that's being left out here indefinitely. And if you're a lot of these people who feel that the Trump administration needs to answer for this, even if you're a Republican, you're feeling like, man, what the hell? It's totally fine. I get that, dude. I think that's the inner good in you. You know, the inner conscience, the inner person that wants to have justice. It's good for the victims. I just think that's what it is. You know, I don't think it's out of malice. I don't think it's you just like, oh crap, do I really hate this? Like, no, it's just you know, it's how we should be. It's our humanity.
And I don't know that the Justice Department helped their case. They released this video. Let's show it. It shows no one entered the area surrounding Epstein's cell in the hours before he died. But there's something significant about this videotape. What is it?
Well, here's one thing that some people on the internet are picking.
The last video didn't point this out, but I think they're going to bring it up where there's a specific minute in the video that's missing. And I mean, this could happen. I mean, I've seen it where recording cameras at stores. I mean, I doubt this should be happening at a federal facility though, especially one with a high value target. I wouldn't. I know there's cameras that glitch out and you can't see certain things at certain times, and that's it. You just can't. And then they come back on and you can see them again at a certain time. I just know it happens. There's just camera malfunctions like that. They're bound to happen. But the idea that it happens at a professional federal facility is kind of, you know, like, what the heck, man? Like, that shouldn't be happening at that level, you know?
Picking up on, which is that there is about a minute missing between 11:58 p.m. 58 seconds and 12 a.m. the night that Epstein was apparently killed or died. And so
the official story is that he died by suicide. That's what then Trump Attorney General Bill Barr said a few years ago.
Died. And so now there are, you know, it's going to intensify more conspiracy theories about what happened the night of Epstein's death. And of course, you have the DOJ and FBI now, which are trying to extinguish a lot of these conspiracy theories. But that's not happened today online. If you look at the MAGAverse, they're inflamed about this.
Well, I mean, no offense.
You know what? I don't know if he's necessarily correct on that, but I believe it. You know, I'm kind of upset about that. Like I said, I got what I wanted for when I voted for Trump. He fixed my community, or he made it a lot more safer than it used to be, and made gas much more affordable, and, you know, big help to my current lifestyle. Epstein was just like a bonus thing for me. And it does upset me though, like the way they're going about this. Like, there's some kind of sick truth, just say it, man. I mean, we could take it, bro. We would have been able to take it. You know? Like, even if you asked us, like, don't come down on so and so, or don't stop this because of this, like, just keep in mind that there's people that work these specific industries that these people own. Even if it's that theory where, like, what if it's very important, you know, industries like hospital owners and oil refineries, the gas station, I mean, not gas station owners, but gas company owners, like, well, it's just big people like that, you know, and it's the people will want to boycott their companies and you just can't because, like, it's just what's needed. If it's big players like that, and I feel like people would still, you know, they would just want justice for the specific person. Like, I don't know. We live in an era where people react very violently, you know, as well. We saw that with the Democrats and their riots among cities, bro. And just because, like, a certain person they didn't like was elected, like, oh, or just because, like, a certain person of color was killed, like, just imagine what they'll do. Like, I'm just trying to make sense of all this. I'm not trying to make a case for the Trump administration or the elites or anybody. I'm just trying to make sense of this because it's, as he mentioned, it is a little upsetting to me as somebody who voted for conservatives. You know, I know we could always just change our representative, but what if our next guy, and, you know, same guy for, I mean, obviously the representative for the Democrats didn't care about this situation. They were just keeping it locked up away. They didn't want to dig into it. But the next Republican that we vote for, Republican Party, is just going to sweep this crap under the rug again, too. Can of worms got opened.
To Dan Bongino and Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, but they had a hand in igniting some of these conflagrations. I mean, in February, the White House invited these conservative MAGA influencers to get a first look at the declassified documents related to the Epstein case. Look at that, all those binders. They gave them binders that said Epstein Files Phase 1. And Evan, at the time, you wrote that this is...
By the way, I thought this was so gay. It didn't need to be done. But honestly, all the other stuff got redacted and changed before they could even look at it. Because you got to remember, man, it's the Biden admin had control for 4 years, guys. And by the last year, they already knew they were going to lose the election. So they did everything they can to clean up. And what if this is all that they were left with? Once again, I'm not here to make a case. I'm just trying to make sense of everything that's happening.
Something of a self-own for the Justice Department. Why?
It absolutely was. Those binders, those documents in those binders, all of that was public for years. And that's what the influencers found out. When they opened it up, they're like, wait a minute, all this stuff has been out there. And the Justice Department could have helped themselves and perhaps reduce the embarrassment if they had just picked up the phone and talked to some of the prosecutors in New York and some of the FBI agents who had done this case, and they could have told them all of this stuff has been out there. But you know why they didn't do that is because they fired all these people. So they didn't have anybody to talk to, right? And so, you know, this is something that they have absolutely fanned. And so now they own this. And that is part of the problem here. And they've been struggling with what to do about this, Jake, for some.
Wow. You know, CNN is usually very vile when they attack the Trump administration. But honestly, this guy's take is very clean. It's very good. It's very logical.
Time because agents spent overnight shifts redacting these documents, and then what they ended up with were pages that were filled with blackout.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting to get told some BS lies added in to throw in to make it like more saucy against Trump, make me attempt to make me hate the MAGA verse a little bit more. But I mean, you know, this guy's making some logical points.
Yeah.
They cannot release it because it would re-victimize some of the victims. Under federal law, there's a Privacy Act. So that's what they were facing. They were realizing that they were going to release a bunch of black pages that would have only fanned the conspiracy.
And Alex, A lot of people in the MAGA world are very upset, very disappointed with Attorney General Bondi, very upset with the director and deputy director of the FBI, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. Mike Lindell of My Pillow fame posted on X as
on Twitter. I mean, I'm not even verified, so my post probably not even seen. But I mean, I did call out the Trump administration for the whole situation with Diddy, because Diddy's not going to get charged everything, but he should be charged more. I mean, there's evidence, there's damning evidence and accusations. And a lot of people aren't getting paid to make these accusations. My God, dude. But it seems like they're giving Diddy the Epstein treatment. You know, that's what I was upset about. I made a post about it on Twitter. You go follow my Runner B Rays account, REYZ at the end. You'll see that, you know, we're just gonna let Diddy walk. Like, you're not gonna drop the hammer on this guy. Like, this is very like upsetting. You know, it's a little upsetting. Like, I don't think that I won't call out my own party, dude. Like, I will, bro. I'll say something. You know, it's just my voice will probably not get heard.
Trusted voices like Bongino, Kash, and Bondi align with the official story. Many are asking who's still willing to demand real answers. Laura Loomer, who I only cite because apparently she has influence with President Trump.
Yes, people fired.
She got National Security Council people fired. She posted, if Attorney General Bondi doesn't get fired over this Epstein memo, people are going to be so black-pilled. They were obviously hoping for a different outcome. And I have to say, Alex, I find it hard to believe that we still don't know so much about this case.
Yeah, and I don't think the conspiracy theories are ever going to stop. But big picture, this is sort of what happens when you have the MAGA influencerization of the DOJ and the FBI, right? You put Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, who before going into the FBI were MAGA influencers.
Architecture and interior design? Find a 3D designer today. Fiverr. Start now.
Okay, so
now they come in and their high expectations, they were going to deliver, and they came up empty-handed. And so there's
okay, I'm gonna call BS real quick. I knew they were gonna throw in some BS at one point. You know, I had a feeling. The BS that he's throwing in is that he's saying that Patel is like some kind of influencer. No, he does have a prior criminal justice history. He's qualified. He has criminal intelligence in the FBI as well. He's qualified. This is where CNN starts BSing. All right, that's it for the Epstein files, though, guys. Let's go talk about the more sad topic, man. Oh man, I hate doing this stuff. I might cry. You might see me cry. The Kerr County floods, guys. The people out in the outskirts of Austin, man. This is not cool, guys. This is not cool. They're still searching for the campers, man. This happened on July 4th. This happened on July 4th. They're still looking for 61 missing people. 100 are accounted for, but dead. Oh, man. It's a mess out there. Right now, we'll go over some videos of the damage. Would I help if I was near the area? Definitely. I have a cousin that lives out there near that area. I messaged my grandma to ask if he was okay, but she hasn't even messaged me back on the topic at all. I don't believe she read my message. However, yeah, I hope my cousin over there is all right. I have some other cousins that live in San Antonio. I mean, obviously, I don't like liberals and all whatnot, and certain communities that are like causing damage and chaos in our good state of Texas. But I mean, they're still Texans, you know, and we want them to do okay. We don't want bad things to happen to them. I talk a lot of crap every now and then about Austin and San Antonio. I'm pretty sure a lot of other podcasters do, and a lot of other Texans in general. You know, But it is just messed up, man. I hate deep water, and I just hate the idea that these people went through this, especially these innocent little girls who are just following the good Lord. It is just horrible. There's that video right here, real quick. I'm highlighting it. 161 missing, 109 confirmed deaths. Sheesh. All right. Let me tell you something real quick. I used to work at Valverde Memorial Gardens. It was like over a summer job. I wish I could work there longer, but some certain circumstances came into effect that just caused me to not work there anymore. Totally not my fault, by the way. It was family related. Anyways, I've buried people and I've cremated bodies. I've smelled dead bodies, bro. You have to be a sick person or a seasoned veteran to just get used to this crap. To this very day, bro, I don't even remember how many bodies I lowered into the ground. I don't remember how many I've even helped cremate during that small summer, because it was a lot, dude. People die every day, bro. When I worked at the cemetery, I learned that a lot of people die every day, dude. Like, we had like 3-4 funerals a day. And this is just like a small funeral out on just the outskirts of town. It's not like a big shot funeral. Worked there for a while. It was a humbling experience. Few ups and downs, but you never get used to it, man. You never get used to the sadness. You never get used to the suffering. Some of my friends are there. A lot of my family members are there. The look of mangled bodies. I know the look of just the life drained, the paleness of a dead body. I know what these people are seeing. They're seeing it on a mass, disturbing level. Kerr County, were they subject to a flood? Yes, they were. Historically, they had one. It was 1987, I believe. The Guadalupe River did flood, and it flashed up. The thing is, the community wasn't that big, so there wasn't that much damage reported. And also, news wasn't that big as well. We didn't have the internet by then. There's only limited amount of damage and limited reporting on that situation. Now, in today's era, we can see a whole lot more. It's a lot more tragic. We have a lot more people in the area. There's a whole camp that got swept away full of children. It's horrible.
United States Representative Chip Roy is here with us.
Once again, I mean, the last time this river flooded severely was in 87. Should the people have been more aware? Should the camp have been more aware? Yes, of course. It's just the killing effect of comfort. We get comfortable in our environments and we feel safe, but we never think of what could happen. You know, something could fly through this freaking window and hit me in my face, bro. Not even thinking about that. But it's like, you know, people don't think that these things can happen. What's crazier is, though, they had an event, though, prior to that. They had a historical event. It's not like they're just going to forget that river flooded back in 87. You have the evidence that this is possible. Why not build a deterrent? They probably just thought it was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. A few generations pass and, you forget about it. What is it, like 40 years now? They're probably going to take it too seriously. I don't know. My bad, guys. This is from 3 days ago. I just watched the one right here.
Texas's governor now says at least 161 people are missing in the wake of Friday's floods. The death toll now stands at 109. Officials admitting the chance of finding survivors is dwindling.
As far as I know, the last live rescue, unless there's new information, and I don't believe there is, was made on Friday.
Good evening. I'm John Snell.
And on this, Reyes, Governor Greg Abbott says crews won't stop working until everyone is accounted for.
Connor Hansen shows us the difficult conditions crews face.
Officials here say they are focused on finding survivors, but they're facing mounting questions about what happened in the hours before the floods. Days after floodwaters swept through central Texas, rescue teams are riding on horseback to navigate the difficult terrain and debris left behind.
To get deep into these piles is very hazardous, and those specialized teams have to go in there layer by layer.
President Trump says he plans to visit Texas on Friday to see the devastation firsthand.
Can I say something real quick? That flooding occurred over there near Austin, where they are above sea level. Where we're at, we're at sea level. And in some cases below it. In some parts of the valley, it's a bowl. A lot of people don't think about this in South Texas. They just see it happening in other parts of the U.S., but the last time a very bad hurricane came and it lifted up the water, the valley flooded in a lot of places. Like, I think this area was underwater too. So it happened during my grandma's time. I wasn't alive by then. Like, people forget, dude. Like, those people are on hills. You got to think about that. They're at higher levels of ground elevation. The river is what came up and still somehow got to them. The river didn't go all the way down, you know. It's at an elevation. It's got to go down. So it's like, for the people of South Texas, don't think that crap can't happen down here. It could happen down here. It's very real. We got to look at this stuff and we got to think about it. That's it.
There's never been a wave like this outside of the breaking of a dam.
Several children at Camp Mystic, an all-girls Christian camp, remain unaccounted for. Many counselors had to guide their young campers in the middle of the night to safety.
So you had 100+ children that were up there watching this water rise almost to the second floor, seeing the water, continue to come up in a way that's it's unimaginable.
Local officials are facing scrutiny over why camps were not alerted sooner or evacuated ahead of the floods.
This is the criticism that I'm for. Like, people want to go out there. There's a bunch of stupid people right now, bro. They want to make this a political thing. They want to try and accuse the one big beautiful bill that just passed. Apparently it defunds the National Weather Service. It doesn't do any of that crap. It's all a lie. It's all a sham made up by Democrats. And you would be wise to not listen to them. These people have such a poisonous heart, bro. They don't even think that this was a freaking natural disaster, bro. Now, does cloud seeding exist? The idea that we can create rain in the sky? Yes, it does. However, is it the total blame for this disaster? I don't know, because this area, like I said before, was subject to flash flooding historically. The area where it's at is known as Flood Alley or something like that. It's known to get flooded because it's right by a river. These people are so ignorant, man. They're so ignorant. They just want to assume, oh, it's Trump. It's Trump's big, beautiful bill. They want to make it a political thing. They want to make it an argument. And, dude, there's people that are even lower than that. There's just need to be, honestly, I'm going to say it. They need to be wiped off this planet, bro. They will say things like, oh, these were MAGA voters. They deserve it. God wasn't happy with them. I'm not out here blaming God, dude. I'm a follower of God. The Christian God. I'm not out here my first thing was not that I blamed God, dude. It's just, how could have this happened? Like, I'm a logical person. How could have this happened to this environment? What led up to this happening? Not, oh God, you did this. You know how stupid that sounds? That sounds so dumb. But there are people out here making comments like that. And unfortunately, those people are the same color as me. It gets me, bro. Because I'm a father. I have my son, bro. I feel so bad, bro. Because I would hate for this to happen to my kid, bro. This is so scary. This makes me want to leave this fucking place. Get the hell out of here, bro. Somewhere far away and safe with my kid. Definitely not near Austin, for sure. But The audacity of these people to make these comments, bro. And they make it in their comfortable Democrat states, hidden in their groups of people. And then they get all crying and sad when people start making death threats to them after they make these freaking horrendous comments, bro, and blame towards us. Like, dude, this was a natural disaster. Like, yeah, I talked a lot of smack about California, but at the end of the day, I still want California to do better. California used to be a Republican state. I still have friends in California that I wish nothing but the best for them. You know when I said like California is burning down and probably deserves to because they voted for that crap. They literally voted for a guy who didn't care if it burned down. That's literally what I meant. Like, people voted for this crap, literally. Voted for a guy who literally ignored all the warnings and defunded the programs that would prevent wildfires. What did you expect was going to happen? That's what you voted for. Donald Trump did not do anything to the National Weather Service. National Weather Service gave warnings ahead of time, and this is what the criticism I'm about. We're going back to the criticism part. I know I talked a lot. This is the criticism I'm for. To the local officials, man, you got those warnings, bro. Why are we got a bunch of people camping down by the river? Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, oh my God, like, I'm pretty sure you got the warning 24 hours ahead of time. There's always a warning 24 hours ahead of time. Like, it has to be a real freak storm. Like, yes, the water did rise fast once the rain started falling, but they knew the rain was coming. There was warnings out. There was alerts sent out to phones. But these officials, these local officials, running the program, man, what the hell are you doing? Who hired you? This is the criticism I'm for, man.
Flood warnings were issued just after 1 a.m. Friday morning, but officials say they weren't notified that the Guadalupe River was rising until around 4 a.m.
Prior to that 3 to 4 area, my understanding is, and we're in the process of trying to put a timeline. That's going to take a little bit of time.
Texas officials say they're hoping to.
Guys, I don't know, man. Like, why do you need to be notified that the Guadalupe River is rising if it is a flood? I mean, wouldn't you expect the river to rise anyways during a flood? I would assume. I would assume the canals would rise up and flood with water during the flood. It's a canal. It's man-made and smaller. But I know it would. I've seen the water rise after a heavy rain. Like, oh shit, that one day all that water is just going to freaking just pour out and just start spilling all over everything.
To install new sirens along the Guadalupe River to warn of future flash floods. In Kerrville, Texas, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
A Baton Rouge congregation mourns the loss of a child killed in the flood in Texas. St. George Catholic Church in Baton Rouge says 9-year-old Lainey Landry died in the flooding near Camp Mystic. The flash flooding killed at least 30 children in Kerr County, Texas, where the camp is located.
Here is a view from above the aftermath in the Lake Travis area, northwest of Austin. Floodwaters washed away.
That's like a whole concrete and pavement road that got... Okay, dude, Mother Nature is strong. Mother Nature is stronger than the strongest atomic bomb we can make. Always remember that. Like, it's not even close. Apparently, according to Asmongold, it's like millions and millions and millions times stronger. You get one shot. You get one-shotted by Mother Nature. This bridge got one-shotted. Bro. That's crazy, bro. When I would travel through Texas to the north towards Illinois or Iowa, I drove by these roads. That road's not there anymore, guys. And when you go over that bridge, that river, it doesn't even look big. It's like it was small, like a stream. The idea that it covered all this. Oops.
In Kerr County, Texas, where the camp is located.
Here is a view.
The idea that it just took off all that bridge. How long is that? That's got to be like almost 100 meters. That's crazy, bro. The water in combination with all the tree branches and everything, trunks, was so strong it just took the bridge off. Those two pieces aren't the total, all the bridge, dude. The rest of it's down the river.
From above of the aftermath in the Lake Travis area, northwest of Austin, floodwaters washed away roads.
This has also been pretty hard on my wife because she's from the Austin area. Not specifically in Kerr County, but she goes by it, bro. She got some friends out here. I hope they made it out in time. By the way, if you want to help, I've seen on other podcasts and reports that they don't want people to just show up and just start overcrowding the area. There's also old people that show up and they want to see for some reason. It's like, oh, you're old, bro. Like, go out, go home. Like, go be safe, you know? Don't come to this environment because there's still going to be rain that falls and you don't want to be trapped in this crap. Like, old people are probably going because they want to pray because it was a Christian camp that got affected heavily. And it's real sad. It's real unfortunate that this happened. But, I mean, like, it goes back to the local leaders, man. Like, what the heck are you guys doing? They're probably there to pray. We need to first make the area safe again. Then we can have people come and rebuild and pray and all that. But right now, you got to let the professionals do their job. The only way people can help right now is donations. Funding to put resources and food because HEB can only do so much, guys. I mean, HEB is the real MVP in the corporate industry right now. They are donating, I want to say, billions right now in resources to help, especially those who lost everything, their homes. I respect that. My company works with HEB, and you know what? I have newfound respect. I mean, I respect all my companies I work with in general. It's just like, wow. Like, I mean, obviously it's not the people at the stores working, but it's like you gotta really understand what the company's doing here, man. Is Walmart out there doing that crap? Is FEMA's barely gonna respond. Dude, not even FEMA's on that crap as fast as HEB, bro. That's embarrassing, dog. That is embarrassing. HEB was there like the very next day, I think. Man, big props, bro. Like that's a real Texas-owned, Texas people company. Man, I think they're just the business is gonna be good after this. But like, good on them, bro. But donate. I mean, I'm not saying donate to HEB, but donate to the Kerr County firefighter GoFundMe, Kerr County Kerr County Firefighter Department, or something like that. Just look it up, guys. It's on the internet. I don't have the direct link. I'm not gonna go and look for it, but make sure you're donating to the right people, man. You don't want to get scammed. There's a lot of people that are gonna try and take advantage of the situation. There's always some really messed up people. Just like the messed up people are making heinous comments about this politically, there are some messed up people who are out here stealing. I mean, I don't know what they're going to steal. Everything got pretty much destroyed. But they're out here just trying to take advantage of the situation and take money off of people who are just trying to do good. I would go there and I would help, but I'm nowhere near the area. Like I said, if y'all want to really help, donate. Go find the GoFundMe for the Kerr County Firefighters Department and help them out there.
Since Friday, the lake is only about 2/3 full, though, since the area had been experiencing a drought. Our parent company, Gray Media.
That's what I was saying. Like, that's what I was saying, guys. Like, the other times I would drive by, like, dude, that river's not that big, bro. Like, it's not. It's like a freaking stream. It was experiencing a drought, as they mentioned. Here's a Fox News local.
Is pitching in to help those devastated by the floods in Texas. Our Together for Texas campaign began today in partnership with the Salvation Army. If you'd like to donate, just scan the QR code on your screen, or you can visit togetherfortx.com.
Pause that. Oh, well. Pretty sure, let me just go back real quick. Pretty sure this is going to be up for the entire week or next 2 weeks. y'all can, for those of you who really want to donate, just there's your shot. Now for
What if you can create your own
we're gonna watch damage report now. We're gonna watch some pretty messed up videos on the internet in regards to the Kerr County floods. Let's open up. We have YouTube already, so Kerr County flood damages. So we want to see. Wow. So we'll play this video from 3 days ago. Looking like, wow. The page is Austin American Statement. If you want to go see the video right directly on their channel. This looks like drone footage. It's pretty bad, man. Like I mentioned before, dude, we are at sea level and below sea level in the South Texas region. This could be us at any point. Like, people need to be more aware of this stuff. The idea that our local politicians would not be more prepared for stuff like this after seeing this event would be crazy to me. But I'm hoping that they actually focus on it. Governor Abbott comes out with something. He's been doing really good lately. Fucked. And it's just not, dude. Yeah, 100 people died. So, but like, dude, lives are ruined here. Businesses are ruined here. We're not even talking about the thousands affected. The amount it's gonna take. Like, look at how high this water is, guys. Look how dirty it is. Look how much debris is on there. Look how many of those cars are displaced. How much damage do you think is actually done when this water is finally done and gone with? Like, when we finally get back into our drought phase. Like, it's going to take years to get even back to what they had. I'm just seeing so much massive damage. Like, all throughout this whole area. Yep, that's a house right in the middle of the street. The river was much more higher and it covered that street, and the house got there. Yeah. Dude, look, I wouldn't even be on a bridge or on the side of this crap. Considering what happened, these people are lucky if they made it all out. They all made it all out. I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming this video got posted, so I'm assuming all these people got out safe. But I would just not. After seeing the way that bridge, that concrete street bridge was just taken out by the river, I just would not take the chance right there. Just standing right there, just not. Because what if that gives out? Like, what even just a piece of it gives out? You know, what if some kind of giant tree trunk just flies by, gives out, cuts the ledge off? Somebody, you know, concrete gives in, caves in a little, goes down, they slide down into the water. They're done. Like, these storm chasers, man. They're a different breed, man. I get it, man. There's a little bit of a thrill when you want to see this kind of crazy stuff, but it's like, now I'm kind of considering this might be much more dangerous than, you know, regular people should be in contact with, you know? I just think it's a total situation. I just think it's a total situation where you just need to be completely evacuated. You know, you just can't take your chances here, man. Nah. Hold up. You see that right there? Oh my God. That stoplight right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hell to the motherfucking no. Hell no. In this situation, that stoplight right there, that's rage bait, baby. That's rage bait. Fuck no. Hell no. I would have took out my SIG and I would have shot that thing. I would have started. No, hell no. We're not on this bridge. We getting the hell off this bridge right now. You seen this shit tonight? Yo, look at this shit. You don't think I got time for a motherfucking stoplight? Nah, you crazy. You crazy. Who gotta get out on the side over there? Who? That motherfucker's done, bro. I'm sorry, but dang. No, I'm sorry, Kerrville, Texas. No. Hell no, bro. That bitch is rage bait. Look at that shit. Hell no. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not fucking with that. Who are those people? Okay, I get it. Maybe the rest of that crap was getting swept away in the back behind whoever's recording here, but the balls, you niggas had to wait at that stoplight. Hell no, bro. Fuck you, nigga. Man. I hate deep water, guys. I hate deep water that could kill you. Dude, I like pretty much learned to swim at one point and then I totally forgot. Apparently there was this Coast Guard airman, his name is Scott Russman or something like that. Maybe I'll look him up right here when this is done. We're done watching his compilations. And dude, like apparently he saved like 160 something people. Like crazy, dude. Real hero. A lot of people like to put down the Coast Guard, but dude, give them their props when they do their job, man. They know how to do it. Yeah, you never really hear about the Coast Guard. Corpus Christi Coast Guard headquarters, I believe. They came out and they showed out, man. They really out here saving people's lives. They're the real heroes of the day. They're going in there, bro. Look at that. Going into deep waters, just lifting people out via helicopter in like crazy weather. You got to consider, you're operating a helicopter I'm pretty sure the Coast Guard's got the most advanced and latest helicopters in tech in order to combat the rough sea weather. Because you got to understand, these guys are in the sea. The sea is always messed up when it comes to weather, bad weather. Always messed up. It's always trying to kill you. Well, you got waves that go up to like 100 feet. Those helicopters got to be able to deal with the winds and the water at that level. I totally believe that this helicopter is getting the job done. Freaking legend. Damn ads. Man, I could never go into the sea or the sky, guys, to do hero type shit. I'm a ground guy. I mean, I got you in the alley, bro. If you're about to get jumped, I got you. If you're a cop and you're losing, I got you. I got your back, man. If you're a veteran who's getting shitted on in public, I got you. But when it comes to water and sky, I just can't do it, guys. I just can't.
Oh, that's a, oh my gosh, look at that building wrapped around.
Look at your ass.
Oh, man, that's messed up. Nah, I hate that.
Bro, I'm getting late on stage and yeah, they're getting stage and they trip so fast.
Yeah, everyone's like,
I don't think there's going to be a show today.
all the way, no problem.
This used to be a campground, and they're all camped out. You see the pipes for the RV sewage. It's all full too. All those RVs are downriver, stuck on trees, like that one.
This is the D.C. Bridge. We're by Wilson's.
Nah, man, that's messed up. People's lives were ruined. I really hope they. I really hope they get the GoFundMe and they get back literally double what they lost. I literally hope and pray to God that they do. I mean, please, like, this is too much loss. So those are the search and rescue efforts that are still going on as of right now. It says 78 right there, dude, but nah, bro, that stuff was like 100. The Camp Mystic damage. We got this aftermath right here.
I was the first one to ever join the military in my family. When I got out, I knew that.
Oh my god, here we go. It's okay. You did great. That's crazy. Like, not even in like I am just speechless. Honestly, I have nothing else to say. This is wild. Like, I wouldn't even know where to begin helping if I was in that situation. It's just everywhere. It almost makes you feel hopeless. It almost makes you feel like you're never going to get it done. But people need to have faith, man. They just need to keep believing in God and just trust in Him. I know it's a pretty. I know it's a pretty freaking brazen thing to say, I guess, right now, but just put it on God, man. But don't put the blame on Him. But just say, help me. Like, I need your help right now. I've literally lost everything. Just please help me. And He will come and help you in the form of all these good people that are trying to. I mean, don't lose hope. These things in life happen. I mean, I don't think I've ever experienced a flood this bad, damage to my property this bad. I've damaged my property. I've taken some losses. I'm not gonna lie, taken some L's, but I mean, no, I don't think anywhere near on this scale. Just don't give up. I'm cheering for you guys. Like, I'm with you in spirit, and I just don't give up, please. Like, you deserve so much more. You don't deserve this. And the real God loves you. Damn it, dude. A lot of that water is still there. I wish it was all gone already. The sooner it's gone, the sooner they can rebuild. But this is a process. It's just so much. Maybe this time they were able to record the actual the biggest the river could have got in the widest it could have gotten. And maybe after this, they're going to make precautions and just build more farther away, more at higher elevations. I would hope they do that because ain't no levee stopping this shit, dude. Ain't no levee stopping that, bro. We don't. The levees we have here in the valley, they're like, I think like 10 feet max. They're not that big, or 15. This water was almost 30 feet. Ain't no levee stopping that crap over there. They need to just they just need to not build in that area. That's my thing. Like, not saying. I mean, could have been avoided, man. They had some historical evidence with the 87, the flash flood that occurred in 87. This river rose up to similar high levels, not as high, but they. Damn, I'm real loud about them. I have to turn the volume, but they had a similar event occur in history. They should have been some way aware, somewhat of aware, or have some kind of already prepared escape plan. Okay, Austin Statesman. I don't like your music. I'll watch this one instead.
When your kid is hurting and there's nothing you can do about it.
Look at those kids, man. Innocent and free. Just trying to make the best of a very bad moment. Just being kids. I like that they're out there. It's probably a sight to see, though. Pretty sure they're being very humbled. These young men. I'm happy they're okay. I believe that's one girl too. These could be campers, but there's a girl there too. Piece of car, metal, I'm assuming. That's crazy. That type of damage can only be done by a high level of water or a literal hurricane. A tornado's not going to do that. A tornado would literally just uproot them and throw them up, break them into pieces. But this is like a big push. That's crazy. Man, bro, don't even care. I got a speeding ticket from the state troopers today, bro. I got one for speeding. Yeah. So what? These guys, they're going through it right now. There's probably some troopers out there that are seeing some things that they wish they're not. They don't have to see, but it's part of the job, man. Respect to them. Just going out there and being first responders. I hope all my friends that are working within these departments are okay. If they're out there. No, if it's not even the loss of life or the lives changed, we're just talking damage to the environment. Like, they were pretty sure there were some fields that were affected too. And yeah, a lot of wildlife probably got taken out. It's a bad, bad situation. Shout out to Live Storms Media with the channel and the content to watch. Me as a Texan would not be able to see this, as I am very far away from this area right now at the moment, and they're not allowing regular Texans like me to even come through this area. So it's very good. We got people that are out here, storm chasers, I believe. Just filming the aftermath it's very important, man. It gives us a very real look of this could have been you, South Texas. This could have been you. This could have been us, guys. Like, we're just lucky that we're not that close to our river or the body of water. And we haven't had a catastrophic flooding event like the one we had historically in the last hurricane that actually caused flooding. I believe it was in the 60s, 70s before, or maybe it was the same year, the 87 flood. No, maybe no, that was different. I just know it was caused by a hurricane for that specific flood that drowned everything here in the valley. This gives us a real idea. Yeah, no, screw that, man. If I was officials and people like wanting to live in the area, I just would not rebuild there. Just go to higher ground. I see a nice hill all the way up there. It's pretty high. Yeah, this is messed up. The work that they would have to do to even get this to look normal again, it's going to be absurd, dude. Like I said, it's going to take years. Years. I just would not come back to this area after this. You're probably wondering, like, why was it so easy for me to just say, oh, don't come back and live in this area? I'm not saying move out of Kerrville. I'm just saying going to higher ground. That's it. What I'm also saying is, like, Governor Abbott, I think he got a new policy that prevents us from selling to foreign owners, selling our land. So that opened up an opportunity for Texans to reclaim their land here in Texas, if they want to buy back those specific places that were foreign owned. Now, Texas is full of empty spaces and open land and other areas. I'm pretty sure Governor Abbott is not above doing some kind of program that would award these people land for them to build on that is in a much safer area. It's just a suggestion. I mean, the state of Texas does make a lot of money, and we do have a lot of land. We do have a lot of Texans that are going to be displaced from this event. Well, I'm no politician, but I did go to college, and I do have some reasoning and logical thinking. So just putting my 2 cents in there, I hope they do something like this for the victims of the flood. Funeral expenses are being paid by local leaders and whatnot, which I think is very nice. And yeah, we should just keep doing more to help these people that were affected. No, bro, it's not dope pick. It sounds a little choppy in these videos, but I totally get it given the situation. Damn, bro. I mean, obviously they're not going to show the bodies that are being found, but pretty sure these guys are going to find some bodies, a few more. 61 people or 60 something like that still unaccounted for, sorry. Well, guys, this is currently the efforts to clean up. Um, hopefully we get to the building part soon, but hopefully not anywhere near here. That's it, guys. Those are the 2 things I wanted to cover. I wanted to keep this video relatively short. And thank you all for tuning in to the 956 Opposition. This is episode 28. Oh, man. Bad things coming. Bad things happening. I don't even know what I'm going to call it yet. But thank you all for tuning in.